It's ready to get this drive started. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll leave it with the lone back. Makes it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
They're going to ride this running back, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Cobb. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receiver. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Auburn sends out the punting unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Flagway on the play action. On the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, if they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Throwing, Lagway. Under fire. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Catch in the middle. It's Washington. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Brown will throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He might want another play. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure to his right. Snagged on the outside. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
As a play caller, you feel confident throwing this out to the perimeter against zone coverage. When you have that kind of timing and chemistry, this quarterback and receiver, you saw it on that one.
The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Pitch to the corner. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Running behind that left side. Picks up the 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's now up to 66 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. And the Bears will hustle to the line. Calls his own number. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to return it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. send out the offense to go to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Brown wants to pass. Fakes to grab. Just came out and fired a strike on the slant.
And those are tough catches to make because you know you're going to have that defender draped all over you. So you've got to have strong hands. And you saw that receiver pluck the ball.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Cobb. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
To the air on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The throw. Pulls it in. It's Nimrod. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Brown will throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket.
And he pumps it up inside the 20. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He'll run it again. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Got it. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the...
There he goes. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. The Bears are rolling down the field.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A sky-high punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the move, he fires. With the catch, it's Nimrod. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. He wants to change this route. Brown wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cobb. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's reeled in. It's Nimrod. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. He goes right back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
Quarterback making checks. Brown will throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's complete. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to throw it again. Got a man. It's Nimrod. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, We're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. And as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And offensively, man, they just keep finding him time and time again, and he's making plays. And if I'm the defense, I got to do something different. Like, I got to put a safety over the top. I got to double cover him. I got to do something because right now this rhythm and this timing is on another level.
Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Well, that's just a foolish penalty. You can't lose track of the play clock that close to the goal line, but still first and goal. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And guys, that one's just on the quarterback. You have to know where the play clock is and get the snap off in time. Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You got to find something here on second.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield very late in the half. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with UAB taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Blazers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. The Bears headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Makes the grab. It's Miller. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So here comes the Auburn offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Looking for room, it's Pop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, when the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Here's the return. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They go to the counter. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find their rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Let's see what he can do with it. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. And points have been hard. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Cobb. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Brown wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Offense, quick tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Here's Lagway to pass. Pulls it in. It's Freeman. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Offense in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Bears are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
He's going to run it. Turning it on. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Touchdown, Baylor! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. What a spectacular grab in the end zone to finish off that drive. One big bit out there to snag that football.
And I tell you what, when you got receivers like this, man, I'm going to throw it to them a lot. You keep making plays like this, these are going to live on social media all week. Your highlight tape, bro, this is going to be one of those things we see for a long time.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the 2nd half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the 3rd quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to field this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And the Bears want to crank the tempo.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. From the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying to make magic with his feet. Breaks into the open. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Flagway throws to the wideout. On target to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Intercepted deep in his own end. Crosses midfield. The 30. At the 20. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that can make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Defense in press coverage. Flagway wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. The short hands, it's Brown. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
On the run, it's Cobb. Runs through the tackle.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
But the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wide receiver comes in motion. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
Brown wants to pass. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And, man, that's impressive because I feel like this QB, he knew it, Reese. Like, he knew exactly where he needed to get to. He drops back. He wants to pass the football, but he's like, I got plenty of space to get the first down with a little extra, makes that decision, and gets the first down.
Unleashes one. That pass is incomplete. Quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And let's take a second to look at the numbers these two quarterbacks have posted. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Still a 1-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Running inside, it's Turner. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. 5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Lagway. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable, the defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. He's going to take off. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. As the officials spot the ball, they've stopped play for an injured Baylor Bear. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. And the Bears look to keep this drive humming. The run inside. It's Turner. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Going over the top. Got it in stride inside the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
Well, they came into this game knowing they were going to get one-on-one opportunities deep down the field. It was just a matter of finding that matchup, and they did find it here late. Great throw, great decision, beautiful catch that ties the game late. And now this extra point, if it goes through, gives them the lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. They'll run the option.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Upstairs, he's got it. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And then what does he do when he rolls out? He gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield.
Maybe a crease. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. On the move from inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Mailer sends out the offense to go to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. The Bears want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Throws to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Got his man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Running inside. It's Turner. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Play fake Lagway. Gets away. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
He's going to let one fly down the middle.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On the draw, it's Cobb. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. Breaks the tackle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Throws for the tight end. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Cobb. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
The offense changing the play. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. The transfer has it his first carry. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. They're working that left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Here's Lagway to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
The Bears moving quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple of yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Rushes on him. Escapes trouble. Going to try to get it himself. Can't get him to the ground. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Lagway. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Hey, man.